I don't know about the organization, to be fair, but or like the tactics and everything. But we have a look a little bit at the map, and let's see what Germany is electing to go for. Only 3 lodges, no armor.
No, but you should come as Russian spawn. They're putting up a pretty picture here with everyone lining up ready for the.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's some pretty scenes there, right there.
I need to remember how to turn off the tags. Let's see if I remember that. There we go. Oh, nice, very nice picture. Yeah, okay, nice so they are taking vehicles. Yeah, that would have been an interesting tactic if they didn't.
It is 3 lodges and everyone else on foot.
A very nice picture there. Okay, let's go on the Sweden-Italian side.
Yep. Here they are opting for 3 lodges, so everything taken out, and then all the vehicles as well is fully manned. And it looks like Mini is driver of one of the LEVs, and then Terraria Wizard from Sweden is gonna take the other one to the field today.
Okay, so we have our rollout. Here we go. 1 hour. I think it ends at 1 hour. It's a match time or limit is 1 hour, even though if you see 1 hour 55 minutes, I think it's gonna be forced when 1 hour runs out. Yeah. And at least that's the information I have, so we're gonna stick with that. And let's have a look. Also, yeah, I have to really quickly thank the Mjolnir Raski for the amazing mod. We use it on GSL, and basically every tournament now uses it, because for us casters it's such a really good mod, and it would be a shame not to use it. Yeah. But that said, let's go on the main road. Let's see if we're gonna have our first clash in here. Let's see if they turn left. Yeah, they do turn left. Yeah, it looks like the move markers are kind of overlapping, so
yep. Everyone go for that Geneva Apartments. Looks like we're gonna have a clash soon. Squad 9 and Squad 9 is facing each other. Let's see who is the best Squad 9. First shots are actually not gonna ring out there. Holy moly, they just passed each other. Probably saw each other still.
Yeah, it does look like... oh, there we go. We have our first shots, and Sweden and Italy. I think Sweden in that case, Ace, I don't know. They take their first kills, and they're gonna go into the Tigers, and Tiger is gonna blow up. Let's see if the LATs from the German side are gonna be able to do something. Ace is gonna dismount all over, and this is really awkward and a really weird spot. I mean, really awkward position to be in for the Germans right now. They have 2 members strong. Let's see. Oh, takes one. Oh no! Really good job by Pincer. They're taking down the 2 last remaining German team members, and there we go. There we have it. The first squad be taken down. Radio station and power plant are being cut at this time. Radio station is just slightly ahead, but not really gonna matter.
In the apartments, the Russians are really getting a foothold in here. Squad 3 from that has really gotten beaten up, and there's not a lot of them. They were arced from Le Petit, led by Le Petit. We're going for shipping yard, but it doesn't look like it's gonna pay off due to the Russians actually now taking the full centers, or the Germans correction, as taking the full center around Geneva Apartments. Both those PCRs are gonna be looking to take claim kills on Squad 6 here and Squad 8, if they're not too careful now from the west side.
Yeah, so we have it on the northern side. Let's go on board with the 2 BTRs.
They take down Squad 8 with Mini in the driver's seats. Those 2 BTRs hanging up. So they'll move their 11s and hats in position.
Yeah, and let's have a little look. So one BTR is gonna take a right. They're gonna just establish a little bit of a defensive position now because of the smoke. Probably don't wanna get planted. And there we go. There's the first LET. I think it bounced though. No, it just bounced on a tire. It just blew off a tire, but nothing really to the armor. So that's an unfortunate shot right there. BTR looks like it's gonna get called out, and it looks like they're gonna just stroll around the map, you know, for a little bit, and look for some kills and maybe cause some pain. As I say that.
have it on the Swedish team here. I mean, if they don't do anything to counter those two, they're just gonna reign supreme. I see Squad 2 is running away, but come on, 6-2 getting in the way of him. And they seem to be hunting down Squad 2.
Oh, that was really close. They're gonna push him. Let's follow the BTR on the back. And let's have a look if he is gonna be able to actually take this one kill. They're looking left.
Oh, come on, actually managed to run away from that.
Yeah.
Gandalf doing some magic here. But they're still hunting that Squad 2.
Yeah, and it looks like they found them.
Oh, he is badly damaged. He might
Yeah,
not
but
survive this.
he didn't really manage to... He didn't really manage to actually... Well, they didn't really manage to actually kill him, which is kind of massive. He is gonna be able to get back to main, maybe? Let's see it. Let's see shape. Oh, damn. He is properly fucked. Look at this.
Probably
Look at the stats of the vehicle. Turret's gone,
Yeah.
engine's gone, tires are basically off there, off not, and the armor was like 15%, just barely not burning out. So wow, that was a really lucky one.
God. Good driving by Terraria Visser there, taking the vehicle up and then getting out of there. Luckily, just in time for the BTRs not to kill him. Here also, you can see that Le Petit squad has managed to attack shipping yard, and they seem to actually wipe the enemies clean of that area, but they capture shipping yard, and I think he's going to be retreating his squad back to the main front now on Geneva, and then command this from Gandalf is going to take charge with taking church.
Yeah, we can see a little bit look out at the map. So we can see church is being capped by the Swedish and Italian faction, so by the US Marines, and it looks like they're gonna place a radio roughly on point, and Squad 5 from the German side, led by Royal Moses, is gonna push north and probably be a little bit of a pain in the ass for in a couple of minutes maybe for Squad 7 and Command, who are just placing down a hub right now. So I would say even though a decent opening for the Swedish-Italian faction, I would say the Germans have taken a lot more control and are really ahead in tempo compared to the US Marines.
Yeah, you can see that Squad 3 and Squad 9 now in a little pocket just north of train depot, and they're getting surrounded by Germans. The Germans playing the Russians on all sides now. So this is turning, it might turn into a massacre if they're not careful now and fight their way out of this little pincer now.
Yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's see if they are gonna be able to actually cross. It doesn't look like they are committing to it just yet.
Squad 5 looking to get across that road. I mean, they're capping church, and the Germans know that that the Swedes have not managed to cap church yet. So they know where they are capping right now. So they might be pushing that aggressively, or if they're fine with just capturing the apartments, I think they're just gonna chill there and put up a defensive line and then take down whatever have the Swedish side is gonna put up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they are gonna cross just yet. Maybe they're just waiting for their team to stack up a little bit and gathering some intel on who might be there and who isn't. But I say we go a little bit where the action is. It looks like from looking at the map, Squad 9 is a bit of is kind of encircled there, as Squad 6 from Sweden is gonna be a little bit pinched in the middle and in the northern side.
So found the radio there up north, and only have which Sweden has north of Geneva Apartments. They found the radio, Squad 3, but led by Toto. But it looks like Pincher again is going to be looking to claim the kill. They actually wanting how to get up there. Takes first one. Mr. Pincer takes the second one, defending that radio.
Yeah, this was really good by Pincer. You can see the two bodies of those two Germans lying there on the ground lifeless, and he's gonna look to go ahead even more. The Lodge gets killed. Oh my god, that was a really good spot.
Yeah.
Really good spot by Oztec, and he takes down both the driver and the passenger, and the Logi is gonna be unusable. 21% on the health, so That's not going anywhere for now.
It's stuck there until anyone decides to pick it up, but it seems to be good in the Swedish hands right now.
It does seem like that. As for kills, we can see 12 kills to 24. Not a massive difference, to be honest. In a 50v50 almost, it's nothing. I mean, it's 10 tickets. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the caps right here, but because you can see on Geneva Apartments, German side is taking a little bit of resistance from that, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to take it just yet, or they're not really causing that big of a threat for now. You can see the Russians are really dug into the cap of Geneva Apartments, which is really not a great place to defend and attack. It's really an awkward spot. You have, as you can see, you are looking at it right now. You have so many buildings, tall and low as well. You can enter almost each and every one of those, but in the middle, where where you would actually want people not to be, there's this low ground which is really awkward to navigate, but also kind of powerful if you can just prone in a garage and just stay there and look to just mow down everyone that passes in front of you, and that's kind of how you want to hold it. But it looks like the Swedes are pushing from the south. Limited squad is gonna go towards the east and the north, so they're splitting up into two fire team presumably.
Yeah.
They're gonna find someone. Arccore goes down, and they have two people watching the stairs right there. I wouldn't stay there, Toto, if I were you, but oh no, oh my god, let's see. GP Black, he's gonna go down Nazar. I don't know what he's doing. He should look back. And he's gonna take down one. Gonna go back, gonna go for the bandage, but he's gonna get pushed maybe, let's see. Yeah, he will get pushed.
They got me
Yeah,
inside.
he heard the bandage, and really good audio management by the German member there. And he takes down one more as well. And also the radio goes down, but it's totally worth it.
Here's something new development up in the north, Fed, if you didn't see. Squad 2, led by Mr. Terrorviser, took down a lodging north side of south side of Northern Road. On Church, Schattenwolf got killed by Dads on Juno in the command squad and is now looking to defend it. And Squad 8, led by Schattenwolf, put up a new hab and is ready to attack the church.
Okay, so it looks like Geneva Apartments is getting capped 3 chevrons by the Swedish team, and yeah, really good effort getting into those buildings and are getting actually the superior number. Looks like the Germans didn't really expect that to go on too much, because they didn't really commit too many members on it. They are looking to reinforce their positions right now. As we can see from the western side, people are moving into the cap, and it's gonna get probably neutralized at. Yeah, it's gonna go contested most likely if a couple of members move up. There is really no one from the other team, from the US Marines, to actually contest that road or actually watch it. So it looks like they have a bit of a free pass there. But Geneva Apartments is still getting capped, so I'm not sure what they are planning on to. I mean, maybe they're committing a lot to church in hopes that these people can defend it, but it doesn't look like they can. Because the new Apartments had just been neutralized and is getting capped 2 chevrons by the US Marines.
Yeah. Insane tactics here. Up in the north, we have armor gameplay, but Squad 7 and Squad 6, that combo 2 is not going to take down Squad 2 with Jarvis, and they're going to destroy the enemy.
Oh yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, there we go. So armor looks fairly strong for the German side, I would say.
Yeah, they're really getting those good kills. But I mean, that's on Geneva, like Squad 1 on command squad on Church has really held it. I mean, they're getting at least attacked by 2 squads, I think it was at one point, and held Church, which makes it possible for Gino in Squad 9 to cap Apartments along with the Nacer from Squad 4 in Fierce Squad.
Yeah, it looks like Swedish and Italian players have completely committed to Geneva Apartments now, being capped full speed, and it looks like the last US Marines are gonna leave the church at not really an interesting point right now for them, so it doesn't really look like they're gonna commit any forces as they should. Yeah, Geneva Apartments is gonna be recapped in a matter of seconds from the US Marines, as the Russian ground forces look to reclaim it with a BTR, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. If LAVs should take care of him fairly soon. We'll see if that is the case, but even if it isn't, everyone is just hiding into the buildings, so gonna be really hard to flush them out.
There's the thing with those buildings is really hard to just get up those stairs. If you are above them and you have someone disciplined watching those stairs, it's really hard to take them down. And I mean, as long as they're in the building and have a medic with bandages, they can just keep on healing and getting back to the fight through the windows. So that's a massive advantage now in the squad with AO squad 4. That's in that building, looking to keep moving. And they've actually captured Geneva Apartments. Yeah, they have. And the only problem I see for them now is that the Russians are really clamping around Geneva Apartments and church, which means they'll be looking to cut off the lines of supply and reinforcements from the hub on Echo 321, because all of the other ones are from the Russians actually.
Yeah, you can see the western side of the cap is getting some attention, you know. It looks like it is being really well reinforced by the German side, which is kind of interesting because I do not know what. I think this was just the aftermath of trying to attack church, and now they're kind of stuck there. Maybe it's a decent position actually. They can re-push into the Geneva Apartments from a side where the Swedish and Italians don't really expect it, because it's kind of behind their lines. It's more towards church, but it looks like the US Marines core has it covered for now at least. And let's have a look. I'm actually curious how Geneva Apartments is going. Looks like the SG squad and the IFC squad are gonna hold it fairly easily for now at least. It's gonna get contested. One member, Don Kama is gonna go down there. But not a big deal. There's a full squad, I would say, almost, of Germans here, so they're gonna look to push into.
Squad 9 Russian side is looking to retake that. We'll see how it leads to push into the buildings. As a squad leaders, when you go into those buildings, it's really hard. It's really important to keep local communication, and then just keep talking what you see in front of you, who's there, where they are. If not, you're just gonna get ambushed from every room, and people are gonna fall around you.
Yeah, I think this squad needs to get a move on. They're gonna get encircled if they stay here longer. I think the Swedish side is gonna push. Yeah, you can see the northern side is getting a little bit pushed. So if they don't really get a move on in the next minutes, I think they're gonna get encircled and killed. As we can see, some members are already falling, and they need to move. Staying there is not providing anything for them. They either push or they fall back or try another route, because at this point IFC and SG know perfectly that they are here, and they're gonna try to look after their casualties, but this is just delaying the inevitable, I think. Though this has relieved some pressure from the western side. You can see there's a lot more red than there is blue. Only one DODS member is gonna look to contest this area, but let's see if he actually manages to do it.
Oh God, he's all alone along the wall.
Yeah, he is soloing, boloing.
Against Holo Squad 5 with Royal Moses in the lead here. We'll see if it advances very hard. Yes, TK is down.
Oh, Hoki just turned them. Ah, that's unlucky. Really good situational awareness by Hoki as he gets the kill, and that's gonna be the end of that. So let's have a look at the map really quickly. And there's a lot going on, as I said. At first, the Le Petit squad 4, is gonna get the radio, actually, looks like.
A little
Yeah.
interesting up here on Foxtrot 329. There's a left BTR just like left there. Next to
Huh.
Squad 7 has just left their BTRs in the middle of open. Probably smelled
Well,
bad
that's
or
not what you wanna do.
something. No, that's definitely not what you want to do, no. That's really...
Is it the
really
engine
weird.
at all?
Yeah, as well. I think, but the Squad 6 now, it looks like it gets 7 is back on it and it's ready to take over.
Right, so small mistake there, I guess you could say, but they recovered. Tobias is alone in there, so I'm not actually sure why Le Petit wasn't in there with him. He should have been covering the radio at this point, but it looks like he's not going to. And let's have a look. The radio is down one layer for now. It's gonna get dug up in a second now, as Le Petit goes down, and that's the end of that particular push. That kind of delayed them a little bit, or cut their momentum a little bit, but this is back at shipping yard, so it's not, sorry, train depot, so it's not gonna be as important as it would be on Geneva Apartments.
Definitely not. You see that also the only hab actually supplying the defense of Geneva Apartment has gone down. Gamdalf not working his magic anymore on Church and has left it, and it's just stuck. It's just Eos and the gang from Squad 4 left inside of Geneva Apartments. It's holding that like 300 Spartans. I mean, this is really.
Yeah, look at the push of
insane.
Persians coming in.
Ooh, I would not be in their position right now. I'm not jealous for them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I agree totally.
The only thing is missing is the 2 BTRs from 6 and 7 coming in here, delivering some high explosive into the building as well. Then it's the party, then it's to get the party started.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be a really bad, sad party for SG if that happens.
Yes, it's definitely gonna. But a little bit interesting note, the Swedes looks like they're attacking from Echo 5 now up to the north towards train depot. But as you see now, the building is getting stormed and Moses first in from the Russians.
Han är på nedervåningen.
Just on
Pulling
Silvio.
out there.
Just goes down as well. Good job by Moses there. Squad leading his way to victory. Let's see if he goes up the stairs. No, he's gonna up to... Oh, is he? Actually, yeah, he is. Let's follow him through this. Is he gonna find anyone actually here? They're basically all dead. Only GP Black.
Mr. Black on top floor watching the stairs now.
Det är någon som är högst upp.
Get him, right?
Oh, he's gotta see them!
Okay, good kill, good save. That's not gonna matter too much though. Geneva Apartments doing up 2 chevrons. As the SG members crumble upon the Persian assault. If you wanna stay in the 300, the 300 memes, you know.
Yeah, in the 300 universe of the Spartans.
Yeah. Spartans have fallen in the end. As if you've seen the movie, spoilers alert. But or if you know history, that's kind of what happens. And R.I.P. Rest in pieces, you know. Rest in Persians. But
yeah, definitely.
looks like Geneva Apartments is contested by now, but it is gonna be capped. Yeah, but it is gonna be capped at some point by the German side, unless it isn't. I don't know why they're not capping it. I think they're just not moving fast enough inside.
There's not enough German players there inside the cap, and the Swedes actually got the squad leaders of 9 and 3 in there, along with Mr. Total here, preventing the enemy from cap now. And they're all just holding their buildings now and not allowing the enemy to cap. I think
A really good job by Yankem here. He gets 3. That's 2 down, I think. I don't want to credit him for holding. Oh no, I think he just got only 1 down, yeah. And it's gonna be a 1v1 here, and this is gonna be fairly important actually, because for the control of the southeastern side of the cap. So let's see if he actually, or sorry, north. Yeah, I was north, south. Hello, brain. The southern part of the cap. Holy shit. My brain just kind of stopped working there for a second, but I apologize. And
Clear
looks like he's gonna revive
no,
him. I mean, you should hear him, right? From this distance. Maybe he doesn't have his game turned up as he should.
Yeah, headset is not on and his monitor is
Jag har
off.
det lite.
Oh, Mr. Alele coming to claim the kills on those two.
Oh yeah, really good job, Alele.
Great work.
And he's gonna get the 2 down, and that's the Germans cleaned off the Geneva apartment side, at least the southern side of it. Let's see. Yeah, the northern side is still being occupied a little bit with 3 members, I believe, from the German side. But yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Black got everyone up from.
They somehow got it.
As well. Squad 4 is now up again from Mr. Black. Those bandages you get from those riflemen's ammo bags is really important just to get your whole team up. Even though he's not a medic, he's able to rest everyone.
Ja, han ligger nederst.
Yeah, he is. It's better to have a grey vision than be out of the fight completely.
Revive.
You can still get at least some suppression or something.
Som reviver där, hör jag.
And let's hope in with us out there and let's see if we can actually challenge
Ja, det är 4.
Price.
Oh, it's a 1v1.
It's a 1v1. Let's have a look. I couldn't see him through the windows. There's a hub in here. Let's see if Nazar is gonna go down. And Price is gonna go down as well from GTK member. So that is yeah, I don't know. The hub is kind of gone here. Yeah, you see it's being overrun, and that's their push into train depot. So that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Squad 7 here from Mr. Dema. IFC, your fellow Italians have managed to find a hub on the Delta 419 and is looking to claim the raid as well. But Mr. Of course, they're getting beaten by Mr. Troll for Fun 08, and he's actually defending that radio quite well. So he doesn't.
Yeah, Jacko is gonna have to pull a little bit of a clutch here and revive his mates. I wonder if they're actually gonna be able to do it as we go. Wait, oh, okay, there we go. Nice GL, and he's gonna get taken down. So Jacko did clutch it in the end. Very good. He now needs to get a move on and get the radio down. Let's have a look at the map. He's gonna go the long way around, and 2 members from the German side are gonna push in. Let's go with Jacko and let's see if he can do something about this radio. Oh, okay, interesting. Those interesting glitches, and he's gonna get taken down from Prey, and that's the end of the Italian push, you know.
But lucky Mr. Dema and Dace Decchio. Oh, gets this time with Robin. But Dema left there on the radio. Hopefully he can make some magic out of that situation. I want to just quickly comment as well. Squad 2 and 8 is now back up online with LAVs, and an armor battle is actually taking place here now. Armor squads. 4 hours of preparation. When Squad 8 goes down again to Mr. Big Daddy from the German side.
Let's go on with Big Daddy, who is actually looking to kill the other LAV as well.
Yep, Mr. Terror,
You can see
taking some shots in the butt.
down there. Yeah. What a name.
What a name, Mr. Big
This
Daddy
is-
showing his daddy.
Showing those dirty Swedes who's daddy.
Yeah, show those 30 sweets who's daddy. Squad 2 again, back to Mr. Terror Wizard again, pulls his magic, really wizard, he's a wizard as well along with Gandalf. Saving that LAV just in the nick of time from dying.
Yeah, works his magic as you said
Yeah.
before, right?
Crazy.
Gandalf couldn't cut it, so Mr. Terraria Wizard here is he's gonna replace him. I still wanna see what the vehicle health is. Oh, holy shit, 30%. Like this guy is always surviving with the lowest HP. It's crazy, but yeah, the BTRs are somehow winning the armor battle, even if they should be losing it all the time. But the LAVs don't look to be very coordinated, or you know, they don't look to be have a clear plan in mind. So they're getting kind of wrecked at this point.
Yeah, I think so as well. I've seen them. They always took 6 and 7 overdrives together. While here, when they were caught off guard on the bridgehead, Squad 2 was on the far back, and then Squad 8 with Mini was already crossed the bridge, and he was just left alone against those 2 BTRs, and it just wreaked havoc on him.
Yeah, And we'll have a little bit of a look at the Geneva apartment now as I'm looking at it. There's a lot of blue in there and really not a lot of red. Though I have to say, ticket-wise, this is 30 minutes into the game basically, and the tickets are still fairly even. 40 ticket difference. It's not bad at all. In a 50v50, very balanced actually, very balanced game. No steamrolling going on, so it looks like they're giving us the good game we were hoping for. For now, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I was just scared when they were capping Gym apartment and pushing church. I was just, yeah, that's church, and it's gonna be radio station as GG. Both their LAVs badly damaged, the BTRs just wreaking havoc. But I mean, the Swedish side has really managed to come back from this. It's just amazing to see them develop their play. I think that what has happened is that the German side has sort of, they fan out across the whole map, while the Swedish side really stayed concentrated in the middle and then just pushed, like going for the new apartments, and they won their gunfights and managed to now hold it with insane efficiency.
Yeah, the Germans were a little bit spread at the beginning, especially, or sorry, at the beginning to mid game. They didn't look to have, well, they did have a plan, I'm sure, but it didn't look to be as good as the Swedes one. And it paid off at least for evening out the game in terms of caps at least. The tickets are gonna play a huge factor. I mean, that's how you win the game, right? But it is a huge factor right now as Price takes a couple of shots, and let's see if he can do something about pushing in here. But I don't know. I think the problem with the ticket difference is mainly the armor. You gotta remember it's 10 tickets per LEV, and I think they lost 4.
Yeah.
So that's 40 tickets already.
Yeah, they also
will be basically even.
Yeah, true. But the radios as well. I think they're pretty equal on radios, but definitely those LEVs have played a huge role in how the ticket.
Yeah, we can have a little look at the timers, and you can see one just spawned, or didn't spawn, sorry, but you saw him before Wizard going back to main and repairing, and the other one is down. So I'm not sure if it actually was 4 LAVs or 3. I cannot remember exactly, but I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot of tickets. And the armor from the Swedish Italian side need to be stepping up their game if they actually wanna win by tickets, and if they actually wanna win the series. So if for anyone that doesn't follow squad competitive, the format is basically you have 2 games, and at the end of each game you'll have a delta in tickets, a difference in tickets. So basically, if the German side, let's say, wins by I don't know, 50 tickets to make it simple, then in the next game, the Sweden Italian side will have to win by 50 tickets or more to actually win the full series. So basically, whoever wins gets to keep those tickets keep the tickets that they won by for the next round. And that makes it really interesting and really hard for the squad that lost, especially if it's a lot of tickets. It looks like the Germans are gonna lose a little bit more. I think they just lost a radio. They went down 20 tickets very fast. And you look at the kills. They are 122 to 122.
Yeah, it's just insane how equal they are.
It's insane.
Yeah, even though it's a public match, and there are pro league players here. Like there are people that is really skilled, but still they manage to even it out. And that's really good to see that you don't get a steamroll game, because that I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even if I was in the winning side, that would be kind of bittersweet. A nice win, yes, but it's not the fun that I would be looking for in a competitive match. This is definitely a good one.
7 getting caught by the 2 main campers from squad 5, and it looks
which
like
main?
Which main? Sorry, they're looking on the BTR, which is not in the main. By squad 5 here. They got squad 6 and quite low to help. Those 2 lats.
Oh yeah.
Shot a shot in the butt of squad 7. Now Mr. Big Daddy coming here to save the day once again.
Save the day. Mr. Big Daddy saving the day. Oh.
Yeah, he goes down as well from From Squad
Yeah,
6, I
the
think,
Humvee goes down.
Yeah, and that's the end of that main protection.
Yeah, so for the viewers, main camping in competitive matches is not forbidden. It's actually fairly used as a tactic in Narva especially, because it's really easy to do. And if you have a lot of players, main camping like just outside is really annoying for the enemy. Depending on which league you're playing, of course, some leagues may ban main camping, but in this case, clearly not. And you should do it because it's a really big advantage if you actually get damage onto the enemy armor and vehicles, and you can maybe manage to actually get a couple of logic kills, and that's really gonna help you in the long run when the enemy runs out of tickets and radios.
There's things to take away here for both teams, which you see on the map. That is that Squad 7 and Squad 7 and 6 from the Russian side is using always the river to get across that one bridge, so they don't actually run into the mines placed by the Swedes. And the Swedes, of course, mine almost every outlet except one out of the Russian main to kill those vehicles. Something to consider if you're ever doing a public match yourself.
Yeah. Just the thing is, just send in front some idiot with a logi and see if he explodes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, it's clear.
Yeah, you could try.
Pro tip.
Yeah, definitely. I also found out little inside information. Mr. Ace, the Ace squad is totally Norwegian. I've heard them speak my Elvish kind of language, and it sounds very Norwegian.
Okay. Well, now we know it's not Sweden and Italy, it's Sweden, Norway, and Italy. Yes. So I'm not gonna change the layout, I'm sorry, fuck you. But you should have just shut up. But yeah, that's nice to see even more people. So I think that the Clash of Nations is actually, like, if it actually gets a bit more known, and I think it should. It's like the World Championship now for football and shit. You have each country just fighting it out to which one is the best. I think 48 versus 48 is a bit too much for country-wise. Like, I don't think you will find 48 players from one country just playing at the same match, or it's kind of hard. And but if you make like a 30v30 or something like that, then it's more realistic, and I think people should consider looking into that, and maybe maybe we'll see more nations, and that could become a more popular thing, you know, an actual tournament. And I would love to see it. I would love to see a nationwide tournaments. As you see, finally the LAV wizard is a freaking wizard, getting the logi from behind. He's just roaming around the bridge, and he's gonna get spotted by the BTR. Nothing he can do for now. Let's see if he looks that direction. Oh, they did see each other. They're gonna be shielded though. Oh, Hut gets hit by a Hut though. That Big Daddy is gonna get hit by a Hut. Why did he smoke?
Mr. Price actually
Price.
Really hit there.
Yeah, Price really clutched there, and I'm not sure what the armor was doing. He should have just pushed him. I mean, he knew the Hut. I mean, he saw the explosion, so you kind of gotta know at what kind of state you have the enemy armor, I would say, and what hit him. But I'm pretty sure Price communicated with him and told him he hit. But I don't know. I would have pushed in that case, or just kept firing at least, not just flee. But I guess they had their reasons. Maybe they thought there was LATs and Huts from the side of the Germans, so that's why they
actually gets one too. It's not Big Daddy this time. It's Mr. Cat looking to kill Squad 2, and he managed to do it. Connects the AP in the butt of Squad of Mr. Wizard, and the magic shots unfortunately ended.
Really good job by the armor from Germany once again. As the tickets were kinda even almost, but now they're gonna go down another 10, and yeah, it's 100, and they're gonna go down another 20. I'm not sure where all this ticket loss is coming from right now. We're gonna have a little bit of a look at the map right now, but
I I think it's armor and it might be some radios that we're not catching. That goes down.
Yeah. So you see, as I said, in a 48 versus 48, there's gonna be a lot of radios, especially in a match like this. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. It looks like radio-wise, they kind of stabilized. No one is contesting. No radio. Yeah, no, I don't think no radio is under attack as of now. The Swedish and Italian side are holding the Geneva apartments, but yeah, if you just joined now, by the way, this is Clash of Nations, and it's Sweden and Italy, and apparently Norway. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I heard Norwegians. There is the Ace Gang. That is Norwegian.
Okay.
They're my brothers. I know when I hear them.
All right, perfect. So there we go. You got those as well, and against the German side, and it's a 48 versus 48 on Narva AAS V4. And yeah, we are first round. It's 15 minutes left, 16 minutes left on the clock. At 1 hour the game will stop, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if we'll get to that though, because the tickets are draining fairly fast. Germany is under 50 tickets, and Sweden and Italy are at 92. So yeah, 60 ticket difference for now, which is fairly sizable, not massive by any means, and definitely regainable in the next round. That will take place just after, or just 5 minutes after this game's end. So stay tuned for that, because that's gonna decide the whole match, and that's gonna be exciting. Because this game has been really balanced. I mean, you can just look at the kills, 146 to 151. You don't see that in a normal game, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
the lines have sort of stabilized actually around Geneva, and they're trying to push Ukraine from the west, but it's not anymore like a lot of like price work. I think the teams are still the battle has dulled out, and they're just sort of looking to have a stabilized front, not invest too much in rear or funny flanking maneuvers.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that's kind of always where it ends up. If you have a fairly organized team, you'll identify your weaknesses and where the enemy is pushing through, roughly at least, and you'll try to counter that. As I say that though, the Germans are taking the northwestern side of Geneva apartments, looking to do a little bit of a flank on the blue members that we see on the western side of the Cap of Geneva apartments. So let's see if that actually turns out to be interesting. But for now, the Geneva apartments is being held pretty nicely from SG and IFC and that's as well.
Yeah, my fellow countryman here down squad 6, Mr. Ace, he seems to be going up against a much larger force, and he's just getting spat on from every angle, and it's just really turning into like a really bad scene here for him.
Yeah, poor guys.
Yeah, poor guys, my voice. Yeah, so here I think they need to sort of accept defeat, because now the Russians are allowed, or the Germans playing as Russians are allowed to push, and Hockey
gets a triple kill.
Yeah.
Holy, good job, Hockey.
Yeah, not a lot of comms was up.
He's been popping off.
Yeah, Mr. Hockey, yeah, totally.
We saw him before as well. And I kind of want to see his core. Never mind, because the income is kind of glitched. Nice. That's what happens when you update squad. But how many kills? Sorry.
Mr. Hockey has 3 kills. And Mini now unfortunately dies for the 3rd time. Mr. Mini's in squad 8 goes down to squad 6 and squad 7. The PTR boys, running Big Daddy and Cat.
Looks like Ace is gonna give up that flank.
Yeah.
And Royal Moses guiding. We always see those names. Yeah. He's guiding his charge as a true squad leader. And
soldiers really like to take point and make decisions fast on fly. I mean that's totally crucial when you're going up against something like this. Oh, he's in that building or that building. Mark. I'm really.
Oh, he is dead.
Well, I mean, A for effort. I mean, everything.
Yeah, of course. Effort ain't gonna cut it though. Here, you gotta have a little bit more than effort to win this game.
Private White inside the building now.
Var är du? Jag ser inte.
Looking to claim the kill on the gang. Take Sylvia down.
Ja, 4 in i huset.
He's gonna take Sylvia down. Let's see if I think Mick is gonna be able to Get him. Look at the little jiggly pig.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold the first floor side with them. I would just hold from
Är det
second
någon på
floor up.
nedersta våningen?
Yeah, this peak is dirty.
Yep. I mean, you got that thing locked down.
Hey,
And that's
hey,
what I say, being disciplined. Because a lot of players won't hold those stairs. So we just sit there and like, nah, this is boring. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
go
god,
watch
look at
window.
this.
Ja, jag förstår.
What the hell?
Jag vill inte gå in i den.
What is this? He's just looking into the wall outside. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How is he that? How is he doing that? Okay, that's interesting. It's up to the refs to decide what the fuck that was. But yeah, we have it on camera, so not cheating. But he's not cheating. I'm pretty sure that it's just the admin cam just a little bit glitched, as you would always, as it would always be, unfortunately. But
50 tickets now on from the US Marine Corps paid by the
Oh, yeah.
Swedes.
Jag har...
Be careful now, but you see now consolidated push from the German side coming from train depot. They cleared out Squad 6 who held the western flank, the nuisance is gone. But see, at the same time this push was Squad A, 4 and 6 from the eastern side along with 7 if he gets in position. So they might actually swing around each other. This is kind of interesting actually.
yeah, this might get very interesting at the very later stages of the game. We can see that really huge force from the blue side going into train depot as the west side is being controlled fully by the Germans, who are gonna really try to push into Geneva apartments. It isn't being contested as of yet, but it might be if they decide to push all at once and they actually make something of their push. Looks like they are basically all down though on the cap, so it doesn't look like anything is gonna happen right now. Maybe give them a little bit more time. They have the tickets to push, so at least they have a little bit of room to spare, but of course they do not know the enemy tickets, so they are gonna have to like kind of guess it. Yeah, I don't know if they realize how far ahead they are right now.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, the vehicles especially, it's hard to take quick counter because they're happening so fast and so violent that it's really hard. Radios are a little bit easier to hold track of. Now Mr. FT leading the charge unfortunately goes down to Mr. Spaceyak from the German side playing the Russians. The smoke's coming down from command squad in trying to help their team push here. Artillery also coming down. The south side. It might be bugged by the way.
You mean because the placement is dog shit?
No, placement like some placements are like it gets bugged. So if you're in the UV, you place down more artillery strike, and then you place it down somewhere, and it shifts like a couple hundred meters. It's just a bug. It might be that.
But does it actually land there?
No, it doesn't land there. It lands somewhere.
Oh, okay.
It lands where it's supposed to be, but on the UI it says that it's of course south of where it's actually supposed to be.
Okay, well, let's see if that is the case. The RT is gonna come down from the... Yeah. It looks like it is a little bit shifted, as you said,
It's a
yeah.
little shifted. You see it's coming down now from the south, just south of train station. Not train depot, sorry. And it's gonna creep up the same direction.
It's not that useful of an RT, I'm afraid to say.
No, considering that most players are actually inside, it's probably not gonna do a lot, but at least it's gonna scare them and make their... Well,
if I was the Swedish commander, I would actually think about the defense right now. The Geneva Apartments is getting capped fully, and yeah, that is a really big blow for the Swedish anti-sat side. Let's see if they can do anything about it. The SG, let's call it the SG building because they just held it for the whole game, is getting taken. And so they are no longer holding it, and the RT I think is a bit useless there. It's not going to provide any good, any good aid to troops that are defending the Geneva Apartments, which, by the way, aren't really many. They are moving in now, but it's going to be too little too late, as the Germans are going to regain those 60 tickets, and the Swedish side is going to lose 20, I believe, or 10, I can't ever remember. And
no, it's 10,
that's going to be a really big blow.
Yep, indeed it is. You're also got to remember that the Swedish actually, they got 60 tickets when they capped the Geneva Apartments, and of course the Germans lost 10. So it's even a bigger split than And it's
Look at the
replaced before.
kills. That's crazy though.
Yeah, the kills
I think
is
it's just
actually
down to map
yeah.
play and
I think it's
don't
armor
know.
and radios. I think those two are the
Yeah.
one they squandered a little bit. They sort of was I think they were a little bit careless with them.
Yeah.
I think they ran with the meta that armor can roll alone and is not vulnerable to anything. In my opinion, of course, that's not true of what they did. They tried something else with the hit and run tactic, but it's not really paid off. And Squad 7 and Squad 6 has really been organized using those two BTRs.
Yeah, no, it hasn't paid off at all, and we can see it from the state of the game right now. Geneva Apartments is gonna get capped. Train Depot was getting capped. Look at how many. Yeah, this is the classic Blueberry game, I'm afraid to say. I mean, we saw that. We saw this developing from a couple of minutes ago,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, this is kind of what happens if you don't have, if you kind of let the defense alone with it by itself, and you don't really even support it with the RT. At least I would have used the RT as a defensive measure.
Yeah,
And just tried to push onto the train depot.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the Swedish side didn't really realize what was happening on the western side of Geneva Apartments, and that really destroyed their game.
Yep.
And I can't stress enough how many tickets now are gonna have to be gained in the next round, because it went from 60 to now 160.
50. Look at that fella. Also here, a little note: game is gonna end on the north side. Command was having a mortar hab or mortar fob in the north. Is now gonna be. It was overrun by the third squad of Toto from 13 Jaeger clan pack, and it's gonna claim the radio if it finds it, and then it's gonna be probably GG.
Oh yeah, we can see it here on the north side. I don't think he has even time for it. I mean, Geneva Apartments is being capped back one chevron.
Yep. So then
Which is actually kind of interesting. Imagine if they... Oh my god, this is close then. They need to defend that northern radio. Let's have a look.
It's not. It's just about a matter of time for them. They just need to find it. Of course, they're spreading out, looking everywhere. And they're not finding a radio in the middle of the field. Yeah. Monitor's not turned on, but to get the transport order at least.
Where is the radio?
It's in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's so well hidden, or it's so obvious that it's so well hidden. Hidden in plain sight, isn't that what you say?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even see it. I think I have. There we go. I had my markers off, and yeah, I don't know. It's a bit awkward.
Yeah,
it's an awkward spot.
Has seen the radio now and it's probably going to be looking to take it now. Yeah, you see there. But with 4 minutes left, 4.5 minutes. Oh, he sees the radio. Yeah, he's going for it. No armor has been mobilized. Actually, funny enough. Yeah, no armor squad's actually out and hunting.
Interesting.
Yeah. BTR squad
I'm gonna
is back in main.
have a look at the Geneva Apartments, which is getting recapped again by the Swedish side. 11 tickets. This is spicy.
Yep.
This is spicy.
It's probably double neutral due to the fact they're on church already, but I mean, if they actually...
Oh, they are.
Yep.
No, it's... Oh, it is.
Yep.
This is... Oh, this is a really good job by the Germans.
Yep.
I think they just re-clutched it, and they're gonna find the radio at some point on the north side.
I think in hindsight, it's like...
Yeah, they found it now.
Oh, they did?
GG's.
Yeah, that's
GG's.
Yeah. But I mean, in hindsight, it's easy for us to say, but if they managed to time the church artillery, and then cleared everyone out with just one squad, then you could have just rolled Geneva and Train Depot at the same time. But I think they over-focused.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough coordination, unfortunately. There's too many people, and it's not a competitive team, you know. These people don't really play with each other every single time. So you know, also that's gonna be a big thing in the management of the squad. You know what? It's actually gonna be really close. If Church somehow gets one chevron back, I don't think it will happen, but if Church gets one chevron back, it actually is in the... Yeah, no, it's not. But
the radio north is bleeding as well, so...
Yeah, there's still people on Train Depot, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why you would keep them there. And
I think that's what happened. They got a little bit over enthusiastic and then didn't see that where they were needed on Geneva Apartments. The Mr. Gandalf not reining in his troops here, and then ordering what to do.
Yeah, we can see IFC is trying desperately to get into church, but it is gonna be a GG indeed. 130 tickets. Let's just wait for the
3 tickets. Oh my
for the 3 tickets to go off. Unfortunately, you know how fun that would have been if they actually managed to cap it. That would have been such a swing, and what a banger of a game that would have been. But you know, if bots and memes don't make realities, and the reality is Germans are gonna be winning the first game.
By 133 tickets as well. Funny enough, the Northern Radio actually was saved. The one with command, he actually got saved there.
Yeah, this is just a matter of... Actually, I would give up if I was... Oh, actually, yeah, I got saved. 133 tickets to 0.
GG.
And it's 133 tickets for the German side. And wow. Okay. Okay. The Swedes have got everything to do now.
They got a really big game here to push back. Really big game.
That's fucking horrible. That was horrible for me.
I wanna show a shout out to your Italian boys. Look at this squad 9, small Peppa. All got above 10 kills.
Italy in the Russian side, and Germany in the USMC side. So the Marine Corps. It's gonna be an interesting one. I don't know. The tactic wise, I feel like it's gonna be a bit different. Let's see how the both teams kind of react and adapt to the last game as well. Last game, if you just joined, Germany won by 133 tickets. The last few minutes were really hectic and a lot of shit went on. So if you want to check that out, make sure to follow me on Twitch and to see the VOD, and also follow me on my YouTube where I'll be posting the VOD in I don't know, a couple of hours or something. Depends on when YouTube wants to work and upload everything and actually make it full HD instead of just having a 360p. But yeah, only content creator will know what I'm talking about. Let's make our squad casting couch as always, because I'm funny. And let's have a look at the assets used by both teams. So Germany is using all the assets, so all the Coyotes, I believe, is this? No, LAV-25, sorry. All the LAV-25s and the light armor vehicles. As for the Russian side, it is the same, yeah. Squad 2 and Squad 9 are on the armor, as we saw it last time, as Wizard and Mini are taking on those roles. Let's see if they can actually perform better with the BTR, as unfortunately last game they were a bit lacking in terms of armor, and I'm sure they'll make up for it in this game. And yeah, everyone is getting ready to roll out. 19 seconds until the lights go out, as per se. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping the game is as good as the last one, because the last one was really a banger.
Yeah, the last game has it had sort of everything. I mean, it was sort of a public match, but at the same time, it's not a public match, because I think there's a bit more coordination here. There's no squads going without squad leader kit and all that free. So it was packed with action, armor. We're going ham at each other, and then the infantry fighting was just all over. And the action happened around the new apartments, and I think we're gonna see that this round as well, fella, or what?
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. I wanna see it. I've loved to see it, and I mean, hopefully we do. I mean, it would be a shame if it was a steamroll. And from my experience, it's only one game that goes well. Yeah. But hopefully they can break that curse, you know, and actually show us how it's done and make a very interesting game. I hope this is close, as in we get around the same ticket difference as we did before, 133 to be exact, in the last game. And if we get something close to that, it's going to be very exciting for the match, because if you don't know the format, it's basically the last round was won by Germans, 130 tickets, and they're gonna keep them into this game. So they will start with 133 tickets more. Fucking hell, the English is hard, but yeah, and we'll follow them very closely as they are rolling out. You can see from the map. Not really huge contact for now. Actually, no contact for now.
First contact is probably going to be in the south. Squad 5 and Squad 6 seems to be rolling up on each other here. Tiger against BTR.
We all know who that's gonna win.
Shipping yard. It's going to be the first, or it might be train depot.
I think it's train depot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely train depot.
The BTR is gonna absolutely wreck the Logi. This is like very similar to the last opening. BTR needs to be really careful though, as two full squads for the Germans are gonna roll out from the LAV-25s. Let's see if they can do anything about train depot and they can actually stop, prevent the backup. It looks like there's a major force. They have they have the armor as well to support them, and let's see that they are rolling as they did before. Big Daddy and CAD are rolling with each other, so that is a tactic that worked really well for them last time, and it looks like Wizard and Mini are doing the same thing. So maybe they learned from their mistakes after all, and they're gonna show us how it's done this time. Power plant, radio station, sorry, is getting capped. It is capped, church capped full speed, so the Germans are looking for a very explosive early game and looking to get those flags really quickly. Meanwhile, the Swedes and the Italians are looking for a bit more of map control and center control on Geneva apartment. So let's see if that backfires for them, as train depot is getting heavily assaulted by the German side.
Yeah, they really played aggressively this round. I mean, they're on Geneva, they're on train depot, 2 squads. They're not prioritizing shipping apartment that much, even though they have a small squad there, and they have secured radio and church pretty easily. So from my perspective, it actually looks better from the German side playing the US Marines as it did from the Swedish side. Just a little quick comment on that, actually.
Yeah, they seem to be very decisive or very, very aware of what they want to do in the early game this time. They just rolled out, knew where they went, and everyone knew what they were supposed to do, just push. It's easy as that. Just push into train depot, deny the cap as much as you can. Shipping yard is getting capped by train depot, is gonna slowly get cleared out of that members. Let's see if they can actually hold on long enough for it to get capped. And it looks like for now they are holding on, but I'm hearing shots behind me, so let's see if that's actually an armor engagement. I believe it is. Yeah, it is an armor engagement.
Yep.
And he's gonna get surrounded. And Terraria is gonna. Oh, actually, they get one LEV though. That's not too bad.
No, and then the second one is heavily damaged from squad 7. Heavily damaged here.
Yeah, we can see.
What's our favorite man, Big Daddy, going down on the LEV that went down.
Big Daddy is going down. 53% arm, or 53% armor for the LEV-25. So fairly damaged, yeah. They are gonna definitely go back to main, so armor will not play a factor in the first minutes of the game, as we have a 2-4-1 for the side of the Germans. So armor showing off to be very consistent, or fairly consistent, I would say. A very good at engagements, armor to armor for German side, and for even with the US Marines. So yeah, really good asset to have a really good armor squad. You know? It's always handy when they can actually lay suppression over the enemies. As shipping yard is getting capped very slowly. Let's see if train depot is actually gonna get contested or even capped by that. It looks like, well, the only thing they need to do is hold the top floor, but everyone goes down. There's only one member, Elias, going down as well. The radio is gonna get knocked down by the members of the German squad. And this is disaster for Swedish and Italians. This is awful. They just lost their backup.
Yeah, now they're really gonna, now they have to dig deep and find something to just pull. They gotta pull something out of the hat, to be honest. Rotate squads and then just get them on raid depot. But as you see, as of now, it's no point of Lepeti being on Geneva apartments. He needs to be on train where the action is actually taking place. He wasn't.
I think. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
He wasn't prepared for train depot to fall. So now he has to rotate everyone in his squad back there.
Yeah, and I think what was the major mistake here from Swedish and Italians was they kind of wanted to do the same tactic as the Germans did, so basically rush the the 4th cap for each respective side, and the night from the enemy. But what they didn't consider is train depot is so much easier to clear out of enemies than Geneva Apartments is. There's so many places where you can hide in Geneva and still be inside the cap that is really unrealistic to actually think that you can clear off all the enemies and deny the cap. So I think that's where they were mistaken, and it really paid off for the German side, as they're gonna cap the train depot.
Oh, it's just awful for the Swedish. They really got to take this back now. He's getting captured and has 60 tickets, and they can't afford any tickets. Like they gotta spare everything they have, and now they're just losing like straight up. 6 here trying to come in on the southeast of the point, trying to.
It's actually 20 tickets. Oh no, actually it's not. Is it?
Yeah, many. I mean.
Yeah, it's 20 tickets. I think
20
when you
tickets,
cap for the first time. Yeah.
But still, it's just a major advantage that the Swedish cannot afford.
Yeah, it's map control, and just to remind you, Swedish and Italian players need to win by at least 134 tickets to win the match. So this is not the start they were hoping to get off from. But even though this seems kind of bad, I mean it is bad, but it also kind of opens up the possibility of a retake, so you can make the enemy lose more tickets and you can gain more tickets. So I guess it's a bit of a coin flip from the German squad, but they have the numbers in the train depot, and it looks like they're gonna be able to hold it for now. As Terraria and I don't remember. I have to look in the opposite direction. Let's see if they're actually gonna get it. No, Terraria goes down,
Yeah. God.
and only the medic is left in the little gapped area. They see his feet and he's dead. Let's see if they do.
Oh, they get him though. He gets first kill. On to Schlererlush.
Oh no. Please don't tell me he revives. No, you can't climb there, son.
Nope, you can't.
He's gonna rush.
Oh.
Okay.
Nah,
He's gonna go down. Yeah, he's gonna go down. There was no hope for that push, unfortunately. Asmini and Carson are actually inside the cap for now, but the Germans don't really have that much of control anymore over train depot, which is kind of interesting actually. Let's take a look at the map and see where the hubs are.
They tried for a hub close to train depot.
Yeah, but it did not work.
No,
well, I mean, it got spotted, the radio at least. Here with the war crimes.
Yeah, I heard that.
Pirata is one with the war crimes, and yeah, he's gonna shoot the dead bodies. Unfortunately, let's gloss over that, and let's go on to the German side, who's pushing the southern side, sorry, of the train depot cap to clear it of Swedish and Italian players. Let's have a look if they can. I don't know. It's very spread right now. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell who's doing what. There's a lot of dead people. Kill-wise, it's actually going in the favor of Sweden and Italy for now, but it's really nothing major. It's just a couple of kills. It's 18 kills in such a long match with 300 and something tickets. Plus whichever caps you cap, it doesn't really matter. 18 kills.
It's not enough anyway for the Sweden. They have to pull a bigger lead out of this. And now it's looking grim with train depot actually captured by US Marine Corps here from the Germans.
Yeah, well, tickets wise, it is not looking good. They are basically kind of stabilized around the 50 marker. Which is definitely not what they need, but I mean the game is very long, so they can take this back. I'm sure they'll put all the effort they can into it,
Here comes
and I'm sure they can.
Yeah, from the west now comes the cavalry squad 5 and 7 inbound on train depot with armor, looking to clear out the last Swedish pocket of resistance here on the inside. That's some much needed help for the Germans to pick off these last pockets of Swedish resistance, along with the Italians of course. And the Germans have got their hab now up in train depot as well, and that is going to supply their defense enough for them to actually hold train depot. I think there's little chance of someone actually breaking through this.
For now, at least.
Yeah,
I agree
for now
with
at least.
yeah, we have the remaining LAV driven by CAD and
Big Daddy.
sorry, gunned by CAD and driven by Philly or Firas. And they're gonna go with the AAPV, is that AAPV? Yeah.
AAPV, yeah.
AAPP. PP Boop.
Yeah, PP Boop makes it.
In honor of the fallen Raven.
Yep. In honor of him.
Imagine getting a job in outcasting squad.
Yep. It's not okay,
That's
man.
yeah. No. We don't. Yeah, no. I don't like him anymore. No, but jokes aside, yeah. I mean, it's fair enough. Unfortunately, I'll be there tomorrow as well for GSL, which I was kind of hoping for, and we'll have to settle for Arma, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sorry guys. Sorry guys.
Yeah. Sorry for the disappointment, but someone is gonna get cursed, and yeah.
Someone's it's gonna be a very influenced game. Let's say that.
Yeah. Pretty sure Ark and First banned you from casting their games, so.
That sucks. Well.
Well,
I think it's good. I think it's good for
after
them.
your last performance, probably for the best.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so let's go on with the armor. They're just raining a little bit of grenades onto the Sweden and Italian side. I'm not sure what everyone is, to be honest with you.
No, it's just really fun. You see squad 5 in the south on shipping yard, squad 4 Captain Sweden rolling around on the west side. Command is holding a hab to the west, and then there seems to be a coordinated push going on through Narva Castle. They're trying to take those buildings to the east side, and probably try to snipe off some blueberries waiting to be on the roof there of the train depot, or second floor, correction.
Correct. Let's see if they can hold the shipping yard, because this is under threat as well, and the Russian ground forces are not really committing as many members as they probably should to this. This is getting very risky. Almost 2 squads from the German side are pushing into the cap as we speak, and the shipping yard is under attack from them and is very much in danger for the Swedish and the Italians, and they need to realize this as soon as they can. They can't afford to let them start capping. They need to realize there's actually people pushing and on the cap, and Total here is gonna be the man that needs to spot them, and he is the man right now. What the hell was that bunch of kills? Look at the Troll for Fun.
Oh god.
He just got 9 people.
What? Where is he? What is he doing? He spent engineer last round. Did he
Oh,
mine
mine.
someone?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he definitely must have mined someone. God, what a feat. That man actually insane
God
with
damn. He killed
those
full that
explosives.
squad. I'm actually curious to see where he was. If you can spot him out for me, as we see an armor engagement right now going on between the IFB and the LED. Oh, that's not gonna go well.
He's actually not. He takes the win.
That goes boom. I'm not sure why they didn't shoot, to be honest. Oh, I think that was just a glitch. As Cad goes on with his rampage. Really good job by Cad, honestly, here. And Firas. I mean, they keep... These armor squads keep getting away with like 15 HP. It's crazy.
Look at that as well. Yeah, you're right. There's just nothing left in that thing, but it's still rolling. As long as he got fuel, and as long as
he is going.
As long as he got an engine. I mean, he's just going.
He do not care.
He's got
Look at him.
Smoke. Natural smoke forming behind him.
Natural smoke, exactly.
Yeah.
Natural
There he goes
camouflage.
there he goes for the fire smoke. That's good.
Yeah, and he's gonna get out, I think. There's no LAT. That's... Oh, there is!
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh,
There is... Definitely not Holm is gonna get the kill. Really good spot there by him. Oh, we caught him on live. That was really good. Good job by him. Damn, he must be feeling pretty well about that.
Yeah,
as the LAV goes down, and both the crew members as well. And that's 10 tickets.
Yep,
and yeah, still looking grim for Sweden and Italy, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
But
And
maybe a little bit less now. They have less tickets. Oh no, actually I'm lying, because shipping yard is being completely destroyed and capped by the Germans.
Now you see that they have that is supporting their attack on shipping yard is actually also going to be crucial for taking the power plant. And Sweden is not. The Swedes don't have a hab ready for defending power plant. I mean, it's just going to be a steamroll at this point.
Oh god, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? one game is good, the other one is a steamroll.
Yeah, but I mean,
Doesn't
come
matter
on.
which side.
They gotta be able to take this back. They can't be.
Ah,
Steamroll.
yes.
They're 50 brains.
I believe.
They gotta put the brains together. 50 brains is better than one. I swear to God. Oh
Well,
my.
clearly isn't.
Well,
Because they're not responding as well as I thought. Like, there's no Swedish people or Italian people. Just, alright, they're all. What the hell is going on here?
there's.
This is a pub game.
Yeah, they're still
I think we
more-
joined the wrong server for the second game.
Are we really gonna go so dirty on them saying this pub game, man?
No, I'm sorry, but I don't know why the squad is on the north side on church when your shipping yard is getting capped. I mean, unless you've just given up on it, you should probably defend.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
the road they here. I mean, they don't have helos, so they can't just fly across the map. They actually got to drive.
I mean, you got a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. And maybe the BTR, maybe Wizard is gonna look to pick him up at some point, but he has a long way to go there, and he probably is better off defending what remains of his caps. As shipping yard is gonna get capped very soon by the German soldiers. As yeah, that's gonna be a ticket lead, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be a -2 ticket lead if I'm not mistaken. If shipping yard goes into the hands of Germany, which is gonna be the case.
Yeah, it's definitely
So
gonna be a case.
yeah.
They can't rotate enough players over there right now to actually get something going. They're trying to get up construction on the Golf 6 radio, Squad 7, Mr. Dema, trying to get a hab up now. But I think it's far too little, far too late. And there the cap switch. Now everyone who's north of Castle is train depot is just running into nothing, or they're running to their death at least, or they gotta pass German players
Yep.
going south. I mean, they're just not there, and the train is already left. I mean,
And the human wave now.
yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
human wave of
yeah.
German players.
Soviet tactics being used by the Germans here, people. It's amazing to see.
They're just migrating to the south, as you can see, as a flock of birds, and they're gonna take over a power plant very soon, unless they are not. I don't know. They're just. Oh yeah, there's a BTR roaming around, but oh my god, that was a really bad miss by the LAT. But the other one gets a little bit. Oh it's engined. Well, that's not great.
Oi.
Is Daughter gonna get killed? Yeah, it's Daughter gonna get killed.
Right
As
on
the BTR is no, the BTR does fine.
Pretty good, but here comes Mini.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know.
He's gonna push his friend. He's gonna push his
He's
friend.
gonna
Like some
just
cover
push him. Yeah, that's
He's
at
pushing.
least that's something.
Yeah.
That's live cover. Live cover. I call it live space armor. Space armor. That's what it
Space
is.
armor. Friendly armor.
Yeah, literally armor. Not even a fucking vehicle.
What a
Just an
play
armor
there.
as power plant is going in the hands of the Germans, and this is absolutely disaster.
This is not gonna. I mean, they gotta repair
It's
that
not a good
BTR,
show.
but it's still not gonna do anything because there's not even a spawn for now.
No, there isn't. And
Well, I was hoping for a good match, but you see now. Oh my god! Look at goal 6-0 hab just came up and was just streaming out the Swedish player out of the hab, and they're just all looking to reinforce this. That
oh
is
wow!
insane.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
what
look
a
at
that's
that.
the human wave we were
That's the
looking for.
human wave.
That's the human wave, the blueberry wave.
Yeah, but they see
No, but,
again, they get caught in a little position. One MG overlooking them or one player, and it's all is brought to a halt, unfortunately.
Oh,
Price
yeah,
and
goodness.
Scorpion among them.
Yeah, Price and Scorpion. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. He just said fuck and he just went away, and I totally agree with you, my friend. As power plant is getting up 2 chevrons as we speak, and the tickets are 274 for the German side, and Swedish and Italian side is 129, so 150 ticket difference. It's massive. Okay, so it is still recoverable at this time.
Yeah, if they just
At-
not lose.
if they pull a miracle, it is still recoverable. I'm not calling it yet, as Corey is just gonna go in with the Tiger and just try to, I don't know, distract someone. I'm not sure I've been at this point, but he's gonna go left. his hut, and yeah, he's gonna dismount. Let's see what he can do. He's an ARC member. He should be good, right?
Hopefully.
Oh, and it goes down.
Yeah.
That's the caster curse we were talking about.
That's the gas
And
curse.
yeah, that's a page from the book of Raven, and yeah, it seems to be not wrong. As power plant is getting up 1 chevron, and I think what the German players are really doing very well, and actually understanding fairly well, is they're not really letting shipping yard by itself. I mean, there's only 2 people in it at this time, but
They're still holding some of the gap. Like there's 2 echelons,
yeah,
so that's major.
exactly.
Actually. Yeah.
And there's actually quite a few players in the vicinity. So if it actually ends up being contested or capped, then they can instantly rotate back, and there's not gonna be enough members for Le Petit here, I don't think, to recap it. 1 chevron, 2 chevrons, and most likely 3 chevrons in a second as the 2 members enter the cap. No, it's gonna stay on 2 chevrons as 3 chevrons, there we go. And power plant is just getting absolutely capped at the speed of light. I don't think double neutral is possible here, Arma.
No, not even close. I think it's already gone neutral, right, and it's going up. So that's a 60 ticket bleed, and I mean, yeah, this is nothing turning it back after that point, unfortunately.
Oh no, yeah, no, absolutely no.
I think someone has had something to drink, because there now appears to be boats on land here. If you look to your map, to the west of power plants.
Oh yeah, those are usually those are mortar markers, but I don't know if anyone is using mortars. Yeah, that's usually what they use in the competitive scene for marking mortars. But yeah, I don't know if that's the case, because I don't know if German players have mortars actually. And if it is from the Swedes, then they're just tilting. So, oh no, it is from the Swedes because we're on the Swede side, so they are tilting.
Actually.
Yeah, unfortunate there. The 2 chevrons on the shipping yard. As you see, he's gonna run off, and I don't know for what reason. And he's gonna go down south, maybe try to get some rallies. But power plant is gonna get capped full speed from the Germans.
Now, and then it's,
any second now, it's over.
Yeah,
And power plant is down, and it is over. 6 ticket lead for Sweden and Italy. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a steamroll. 306 tickets. Let's see if anyone is actually gonna give up. Their armor is gonna go in a little bit. The last fight for the armor. Let's see who's gonna go down. The wizard is gonna go down as Big Daddy claims his victim from before, his revenge. No LATs in the vicinity do anything about his health. I think it's like it's probably like 15 again. Let's see, that's 18. So. Very low, but still, that's what I said. LAVs are superior 1-to-1 for the BTRs, and that's what the Germans did really well last time, and the Swedes not really so much. But we'll talk about it in a few seconds, as the Germans win by 301 tickets. And
GG.
there you have it.
I
don't know.
I gotta say congratulations to the Germans. I mean, they were just superior. It's just straightforward. They were more coordinated. They had the attack. They had the initiative in the start of the second round here. I think they just we have so much lead on the tickets. Let's just go for the cap and